Hey guys, it is NCSman001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is Monday, November 13th, 2023. So this will cover the week of November the 6th through the 12th of 2023. So this wasn't a particularly productive week overall. I really didn't do a whole lot of trophy hunting. I have been playing a lot on my Switch because, well, Mario Wonder is a lot of fun, and just sometimes playing other games on it as well, just to do something a little bit different every now and then. So not a whole lot of time to trophy hunt this week. I also didn't get to do any streams this week because my family came down this weekend, so unfortunately didn't end up getting the chance to stream at all. But there are quite a few things to talk about. I grabbed a few quick, easy platinum trophies here at the end of the week, but there are a few other things I would like to discuss first. So first of all, we're going to scroll on down. I don't think anything showed up here yet, but yep, so Power Wash Simulator's DLC trophies have not been revealed yet, but from what I've heard, it is specifically going to be 10 trophies, and as far as I know, it's supposed to be on both versions, which again, I certainly have no problem with. I already have the game re-downloaded. Then with Modern Warfare 3, apparently this 100% or Platinum on the PS4 version is pretty challenging. So isn't that just wonderful how they threw it in as a DLC for Modern Warfare 2? And then they put all the employees into a crunch and basically made what is now considered to be one of the worst Call of Duty games ever made. So yeah, that's all wonderful. I am not looking forward to going through this because from what I can tell, according to what I've seen of like PowerPix's guide and some videos and stuff, the campaign isn't too bad this time around for difficulty-wise. It's easier than Modern Warfare 2's and also shorter, but apparently this trophy is going to be extremely difficult, and this trophy is apparently going to be pretty difficult. So yeah, a couple of very annoying trophies. And I was completely correct about this grindy trophy being far worse than the one in Vanguard, because apparently it takes like over 20 hours once you've finished everything else in Zombies to get this trophy, which is just... I just can't comprehend how they would be so stupid with their trophy list. I mean, this DLC is going to take 4 to 5 times as long as the base game, which is just ridiculous. Apparently, though, the level 55 does split between zombies and multiplayer, so you don't have to play any actual online multiplayer, so I guess that's a small benefit. And finally, we have Fallout 76. I'm not going to scroll down to it because it's a lot further down on the list, but Fallout 76's DLC trophies for the December 5th update have been revealed, and apparently I will flash this up on the screen, but it's America's Playground, which is for completing the tax evasion and most sensational game missions. So that's exactly how the previous DLC was, with 2 expeditions for you to do, and once you completed them both, you got that trophy, but you could only do like 1 of the 2 each day or something at that point in time. I don't know if it's changed since then. Then we have Rip and Tear for killing 10 lesser devils with a melee weapon, which, as long as the lesser devils aren't like an insanely rare spawn or something, that trophy is very simple. And then we have The House Always Wins to build 5 casino games in your camp. So with that one, that trophy would be easy, but I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be like the Auto Axe trophy from the previous DLC, and it's going to be like a super grindy process to get all of those things unlocked. Hopefully it's not, but I am definitely worried that it's going to be a stupidly long, grindy process to unlock everything that you can even build in your camp. So we will have to see, though. That DLC comes out in a little under a month. So in terms of actual trophy progress this week, we can finally talk about that. Like I said, I got 2 quick and easy platinum trophies, but they were both stacked platinum, so technically 4 quick easy platinum trophies this week. So first off, we have the PS4 and PS5 North American versions of Thunder Flash. This is sort of a top-down-esque shooter, and it's actually reasonably fun. It's a Ratalaika game, so usually Ratalaika is better than like all the shovelware crap that comes out nowadays. And their games at least take some effort to get through, which is, it's sad to say that that's a lot better than being a shovelware game, because at one point in time this would have probably been considered shovelware, but now not to the same level as actual shovelware that we constantly get on the store now. But anyway, to get the Platinum Trophy, most of the trophies are actually unmissable and story-related. So the game is divided into 5 missions, which each have 5 chapters to them, so 25 total levels. The levels take anywhere from like 1 to 3 minutes. A couple of them are a little bit long, but most of them are pretty short. So completing all 5 missions means complete all 25 chapters of the game. There are a few trophies related to completing specific chapters that are all unmissable. Then you have several bosses throughout the game. For example, the tank is the very first boss at the end of the very first chapter, and then this is the end of the second chapter, and then this is further on, and then a trophy for finishing the game. Now, apparently with this game, there is a secret, alternate ending, and you get it if you manage to complete the game without having to use the chapter select feature, which is what you have to do once you run out of lives, because you start with 10 lives, and once you lose all of them, you just go back to the main menu and you can chapter select to the most recent chapter you were working on. But after you've lost those 10 lives, the game will actually up you to having up to 15. And then after that, if you lose all of those, it'll up you to having 20. In both versions of the game, I was able to get all the way through the next to last level of the game before running out of the 15 lives. So in both cases, I had 20 lives going into just the final boss fight. So it makes it very easy, because realistically it means you have up to 20 chances to beat a level, but most of the levels are so short and simple you won't die more than once or twice on them, because what you can do to speed up the game is you don't really have to kill the enemies. You can just sprint through each level to the end, kill the boss if there is one, and you'll be done. So that's really all you have to do, so it's actually quite simple. There's also a trophy for destroying 100 enemies in survival mode. In this mode, you only have 1 life, but your health bar is a lot bigger, and you have to kill 100 enemies in a single playthrough. This took me 2 tries on the PS4, and I got it first try on the PS5, mostly because first try on the PS4 I didn't really know what I was doing, I wasn't paying that good of attention. When you're in survival mode, you want to just try to kill the enemies as quickly as possible so that they don't keep respawning too quickly and overwhelm you, because that's what's going to end up getting you killed. And consistently, as soon as they spawn in, use the power-ups that spawn, as long as you don't currently have one active. Just keep using those, use the rockets to blow up the tougher enemies, stuff like that. So it might take 1 or 2 tries to get used to it, but it's nothing too bad. So now, while I did enjoy this game, I will say the PS4 version actually had a trophy glitch on me. This trophy for finishing level 1-2 or chapter 1-2. What happened was I blew up the helicopter, but right as I blew up the helicopter, I died. And for some reason, it would not forward to the next level no matter what I did. So I had to actually use the reset buttons to get out to the main menu, and then just chapter select at the start of chapter 1-3. So I was able to fix the problem, but then I didn't realize there was a trophy for it until I looked at the list a little bit later, and it's like, oh, this trophy didn't unlock. Okay, that's strange. So I was able to replay the chapter 1-2, and it unlocked the trophy that time. But I will say, be careful, try not to die while finishing off a boss, or the game may bug out on you. Hopefully that was just a one-time thing that didn't happen to anyone else, but it was just weird. It happened to me, and it was just not expected at all. So for the PS4 version, I did the Platinum Trophy in, it looks like 33 minutes, but certainly could have done it faster. And the PS5 version, I didn't run into any bugged trophies this time, and I also did this trophy first, because if you do this one first, you'll have a better chance of getting a faster time for leaderboards. So 341 to 408, that's going to be 27 minutes. You could probably still do it a little bit faster than that, but 27 minutes is not too bad at all. The only issue I had with the PS5 version was it crashed one time near the end, and that would be really unfortunate if you had to get that better ending for any trophies, because if the game crashes, what are you supposed to do then? You're kind of screwed. I'm not a fan of trophies that require, permadeath type stuff, because that's a very real possibility of something that can happen. So yeah, Thunder Flash, not too bad of a game. I would recommend it. Just be careful and try not to die while you're killing a boss or something, so the game doesn't glitch on you. Then the other game I worked on this week was A Little Lily Princess. This is a visual novel game, also from Ratalaika, actually. Now this one's a little bit different from your traditional visual novel. Instead of just making certain dialogue choices along the way, this one plays quite a bit differently. Basically, at the start of each in-game week, you have to assign 5 different choices for your character to do throughout the week, and each choice has a chance of increasing 1 or 2 or 3 different skills. So you have a chance to increase different skills, and when you get those skill points, it allows you to then complete missions for each of the 6 girl characters in the game. It's a little hard to explain. I would definitely say that you might not understand it until you actually play the game yourself. And this game, it's a little bit confusing for your very first playthrough of it, I will say that. But once you get the hang of it, it's a pretty easy platinum trophy. Heck, that's probably why the platinum is at, wow, that's ironic, 69% at this point in time. But that's actually a pretty low platinum percentage for a Ratalaika game or a visual novel game. So that should show that it's a little bit different from what you're used to. So basically, you just have to keep going through each week. You have to upgrade your skill points, and you have to upgrade the right skill points to complete the quest line for a character. It's recommended to play through the game 6 total times, each time you play through selecting all of the options for one single girl. Basically, the first 24 weeks of the end game are Act 1, and as long as you finish off all of their missions during that time, you will get their corresponding Act 1 trophy. And then after that, you have to get the good ending for each character, which requires you to go through another like 14-ish week set of missions where you just have to once again select different options. Just there's more options that time. It's slightly more complicated, but it's really still not that difficult. So you just have to go through the better ending for each of the 6 characters. Just work on one girl per playthrough, and you should have no problems with this. No guide is really necessary as long as you understand how the gameplay works. And then finally, there is one trophy down here at the bottom that isn't necessarily story related. For this trophy, what you have to do is you have to max out all of the skills for one character on any playthrough. This might come naturally. It comes naturally during several of the runs, but given that the game is random, it's completely random as to whether or not you're going to get, lower skill checks or exactly which skill points you're going to get each day or week. So it's a little bit of random chance involved, but for this one, if you really want to just knock it out and make sure you get it done, I would recommend as soon as you play through as a girl where you complete your Act 1 trophy fairly quickly, which you will get at least one time, then just go through and divide up your skill points and your tasks each day in order to fill out the remaining skill points that you need, and you shouldn't have any problem with this one. Like I said, it'll probably unlock naturally, but if it doesn't, just know that's what you have to do. So this version of the game, it looks like, was 5:13, my first trophy, 5:12 was my first trophy. So this version took me 27 minutes, and the PS5 version is completely identical. It took me, looks like, 22 minutes. So pretty quick and easy platinum trophy. Like I said, once you understand how the game functions, it's nothing too bad. Just it might take a little bit of getting used to on your very first playthrough as any character, just because it is a little bit different from how a lot of other visual novels play. I mean, this PS5 version is only a 61% platinum, which again is quite surprising for a Ratalaika and a visual novel game. So yeah, that was all the trophy progress I made this week. I didn't get to stream any of Bugsnax like I was kind of hoping for. I was just too busy, so didn't get the chance to work on that, but that's on my alternate account anyway. And then other than that, I have been playing a good bit of Fallout 4 just with some mods installed just to mess around and sort of enjoy the game, but with, mods and stuff installed and just see how it changes up the game. It's been pretty fun so far. Alright, so with that, level 848, 5%, 27,099 total trophies, 766 platinums, 5,040 gold, 7,234 silvers, 14,059 bronzes. So what are my plans for the upcoming week? Well, the big plan is that we know that Power Wash Simulator's DLC comes out sometime this week. I believe it releases on the 16th, I want to say. So that would be, Thursday? It might be the 17th, which is Friday. I'm not sure, but it releases this week, and I'm assuming it's going to be on both versions of the game, so I'm going to have to play through both versions again, but that's totally fine. I love the game, so definitely ready to jump back in and power wash some more things and use that for relaxation after work hours. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, but that is the only major plan I have for this week in regards to trophy completion. Otherwise, I don't really know what I'm going to play aside from working on Bugsnax on my alt account. I should be able to stream that 2 times this week, and that would allow us to finish off the platinum in the 100% if everything goes correctly. So plans for November are Power Wash Simulator DLC, and December is Fallout 76's DLC, and maybe that's when I jump into Modern Warfare 3 if it goes on sale by that point. I mean, it's getting bashed in reviews like really, really badly, so maybe it'll drop in price a lot faster. I would hope it will, but I'm still not looking forward to doing it. And then January and beyond in 2024, GTA 5, Shadow of the Colossus, Outer Worlds, and all sorts of other old random games. I may actually start on Resident Evil 4 Remake's PS4 version this week, just because it would give me a good game to play through and, take some more time with, because it's a little more time consuming, but it's something I can jump into each day just after work and actually feel like I'm making progress throughout the week. I might be doing that this week, I might not be. We will just kind of have to see. In terms of videos and other scheduling things for this upcoming week, everything should be pretty normal this week. There should be a couple of streams probably on the weekend, probably Friday, Saturday. So there should be 2 streams. I would hope there will be. At the minimum, there will be at least 1 this week. I can promise that. Because we got to make some more progress on Bugsnax. It should only take 2 more streams to 100% that game. And it's been a lot of fun to play through so far. It's gotten very chaotic at times, actually, with just how the different snacks are acting at times. It's just gotten quite chaotic, but it's been a lot of fun. I've been definitely enjoying that playthrough. Otherwise, I will be getting started on the next long-form trophy video. It'll be Killzone Liberation Double Platinum. And along with that, I also have a Fallout-related video, but it's not related to trophies. It's just a completely different kind of Fallout video. I put a good bit of work into it, and it's nearly complete. I just need to record some gameplay for Fallout 4 to be in the background of it, pretty much. So I'm probably going to go do that very soon. And once that's done, I can upload that. I hope you guys are going to like it, because I'm definitely putting some work and some research into it. So I really, really do hope that it does well when it comes out. I want that to be out hopefully on Sunday, maybe even a little bit earlier in the week. We will have to see. There's no more videos of me and Lizard Guy. I've already now edited and uploaded all of those. I know they don't get a ton of views, but they were always just fun things to make. Us just getting drunk and just playing games usually very badly and not really caring that much. It's always a lot of fun. So aside from that, everything else scheduling-wise should be about the same, though I will say there probably will be about a 1-minute long video this week where I'm going to be asking my tech-savvy viewers out there for a bit of advice on a potential purchase I'm thinking about for Black Friday and or Christmas. So more details to come in that video, probably on like Tuesday or something, maybe Wednesday. So yeah, hopefully you guys can give me some advice there. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, please go ahead and like and subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already. Leave me a comment, let me know what you have been working on over the course of the past week. And otherwise, I will see you guys back here later this week for some more content, not all of which will be trophy related for once.